Good morning, everybody. It is the time of the day we're making a dent. Look, this thing used to be overflowing with questions, but we've still got a lot to get to over the year, don't we? So if you've been following, thank you so much, and always feel free to participate. Whoops. And let me know your response to the question of the day. I don't know about you. It's kind of fun. So today's question is, what are your top 5 personal values? My goodness. What are your top 5 personal values? I actually do a value exercise for the locker room, and a lot of that is a personal reflection of mine. So let's see if I can pull this up. And I'm not afraid to riff with you either here, but yeah, here we go. So I have part of our value system for the locker room, which in many ways are my core values. Number 1, passion, being passionate, rather. Number 2, solution-based. Number 3, purpose-driven, being driven by a purpose. Number 4, collaboration. That's a big one. Many of you that know me know that's a big, big one. Number 5 is accountability. And number 6 is transparent communication. So I did that for work. In many ways, that's a reflection of personal values as well, because I believe business should be a reflection of your personal values and belief systems and all that stuff. It should be a reflection of you, essentially. But beyond that, obviously, I value family. I value, quality time with people that I care most about, things like that. But I just want to go back to these and reread them because I spent time going through a pretty significant exercise to come up with these values, and it consisted of listing all these things, just brain dumping all these buzzwords and different phrases, and going back through them and kind of spending time in it. And these are the 6 that I had selected because they just hit me different. Like I had a visceral reaction almost every time I would read one of these 6, and that meant to me that there must be something about it that I really want to amplify and make illuminate here at the locker room and live out loud. So passionate, I wrote next to each one of these what it meant to me, or kind of a longer description of it. So I'll just do that with you real quick. Passionate, I said, true passion cannot be artificially manufactured. It comes deep from within. Passion is contagious and demonstrates a high level of authenticity, which is necessary when one applies themselves completely to a mission, a cause, or objective. So that's what I had given as a definition, or at least context around what I mean by that. Number 2 is solution-based. I said, somebody who approaches life in business with a solution-based mindset is always looking for the opportunity from any situation. They provide a fresh perspective and are focused on advancing forward, which leads to meaningful progress instead of living in destructive thoughts and a victim mentality. Purpose-driven. Our purpose is the light that guides us. When a team shares a common purpose, they realize this is bigger than just the individual, and in fact, the sum is greater than the parts. Being purpose-driven gives meaning to every activity, every thought, and every interaction, so real synergy is felt throughout the organization. Collaboration. Collaboration demonstrates the ability to work together in such a way where ego does not interfere with progress. When no one cares who gets the credit, we can achieve more and go further, faster. As a result, this creates an environment where people are open-minded and consider one another's perspectives, so every individual feels valued and heard. Accountability. Being accountable means taking responsibility for your own actions. By having a community who values accountability, it is liberating because each person accepts that they are in control of their own actions and attitudes. Last one, transparent communication. Transparent communication creates an environment of trust rather than fear of judgment, disengagement, or providing a space for resentment to build. Care and candor conversations move our mission forward and allows the team to be proactive instead of reactive when dealing with issues as they arise. So that's what I wrote for the locker room. We've been living it out loud ever since. Every Thursday when we meet for something that we call Tribe Time, it's our coaches' hour together every single week. We start with culture in action, where we're filling each other's buckets, we're shouting each other out based on things that are on this document. And we can acknowledge that and say it's not just a fancy set of words on paper, but we're living these things out loud and very visible for others to see and or experience for themselves. All of them are obviously very important to me, otherwise they wouldn't have made the list here, but a couple that resonate very deeply are collaboration. Years ago, back in 2016, early 2016, when I began having the vision of the locker room and what I thought this could be, I spent a lot of time on this question where I asked myself, hey, if somebody ever asked me to describe what is it like, what's the culture of the locker room, I lied awake for 3 nights consecutively thinking through that question, and the one word that continually showed up in my mind over and over again was collaboration. And so that has been the focal point for almost 9 years now of how we've been going about our business and not caring who gets credit, right? Pretty cool. The last one is also very personal to me, which is transparent communication. I don't like surprises in that sense, where I remember thinking when I was a team leader at Keller Williams back years ago, I didn't want to wake up anymore living in a constant state of paranoia. Like, who's leaving the brokerage today? Who's interviewing with a competitor today? Who's talking about who at the water cooler? Who did I make mad? Like, I just don't want to live in that. So I committed that now running my own organization, that would be a centerpiece of how we treat one another, the expectations around culture and transparent communication. This is how people win with me personally at a very high level. Like, if there's an issue, come to me. Don't gossip with your neighbor. If there's something that we need to talk through, let's talk about it. And equally, if there's something we can celebrate in together, I want to know about that too. Transparent communication is not that hard. In the words of Mike Dixon, if he's watching this, as kids growing up, me and my sisters, I think Dad probably said this every day, and this is how he said it: communication. It's kind of an inside joke, probably not funny, but communication is how he always said it, because he would get on my case or our cases about not communicating. So I think it was driven into me at a young age that transparency and, if anything, over communicating, closing feedback loops is such a critical component to a long-lasting relationship, but also business in this sense as well. So sorry for the longer video. Hopefully this helps anybody out there, but those are some of my business and or personal values. And the question was, what are your top 5 personal values? I chose to take it more business, but obviously family and quality time and all those things would show up in the personal side of things as well. So anyways, hope you guys have a great day. I would love to know, what are your top 5 values? Leave me a comment. See ya.